Tonight Live is on board.
Drop anchor and join us for the next 30 minutes as we come to you live from Captain's Quarters.
Tonight, if you're worn out at the end of the week, we've got a natural high for you that comes from bees.
And just the lowdown on the lady that's behind the Louisville Boys of Summer. So come on board with us as Louisville Tonight sets sail. Be right back.
Now we go to Oxmoor Toyota.
Hi, Wayne Perky at Oxmoor Toyota with July's Jump and Summer Clearance sales going on right now. Oxmoor Toyota is your program car headquarters. For example, 92 Nissan XEs, 8688. 92 Corolla DXs, 9988. 93 Corolla DXs, 11588. And 93 Camry LE, 14688. You'll find them all stacked to the back at warehouse prices. Program car headquarters, Oxmoor Toyota.
It's Winn-Dixie's Great Kentucky Cookout. You'll save on solar cane spray. Winn-Dixie's price is 95 cents lower than Walmart's every day.
Hello, I'm Gary Rodemeyer. Tonight at 11 on Kentuckiana's News Channel, more fallout from the lottery scandal. Tonight we'll tell you why the Attorney General paid a visit to lottery headquarters, and we'll let you know who's minding the shop in the wake of all the resignations. Also, we'll show you how some Kentuckiana kids are getting an early start on a possible medical career. And we'll take you to Bardstown tonight for the Nelson County Fair. All coming up tonight on Kentuckiana's News Channel. We'll see you at 11 o'clock.
More news, more often, tonight at 11 on Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11.
Tonight on Louisville Tonight Live.
I understand what people mean by natural high now.
The Chinese have used it for thousands of years for beauty, stress relief, and weight control. Now America is discovering royal jelly.
Then the sassy lady behind Louisville's Boys of Summer.
Plus, look who's in the kitchen in Kid Stuff.
Well, summertime and the living is easy, and Louisville Tonight Live has dropped anchor here. Dropped anchor, I guess I should say, and there's about an acre or so out here at Captain's Quarters. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another totally on remote location show from Louisville Tonight Live. I'm John O'Connor.
And I'm Kirby Adams. Yep, we're totally live. The gang's all here. Roseanne, however, is up in Indy doing a story with Bon Jovi, right?
John Bon Jovi.
That's right. Well, we'll get that story on Monday. You know, John, this place is really happening on Friday night. I thought it was kind of a Sunday night place to come, but...
Well, it's a happening place in general, but for some odd reason, Sunday night is the night for those in the know here at Captain's Quarters, but I understand Friday night is kind of the second night in line of popularity, and there's a nice crowd out here tonight. Of course, it's a beautiful evening, so...
Lots of people hanging out after the hard work week. How do you feel at the end of the week, usually?
Whipped. Absolutely whipped.
You and me both. And for any of you out there who happen to feel like that, we have a story for you tonight on a natural high that's provided by bees. Actress Candice Bergen is an inspiration. The Princess of Wales always looks fabulous, and singer Elton John never misses a beat. Why? Well, if you ask this woman, she'll tell you it comes from something called royal jelly.
I've never done drugs, don't plan on doing drugs, but I understand what people mean by natural high now. It's like a secret that I'm carrying around in my pocket.
Linda's secret is like high-powered honey. It's produced by bees who feed the queen.
It's the reason that she lives 50 times longer and grows to twice the size of the normal bees.
For the record, royal jelly is considered to be a food substance by the FDA, and it's full of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids, and 4% of something unknown.
Something in it does a lot.
Linda says since taking royal jelly, she has more energy, is less stressed out, her skin is clearer, she no longer craves caffeine, and even the color of her hair seems to have changed.
I am losing my gray, and I'm not saying this will happen to everybody, but it's happening to me, and am I excited?
You don't think that this has anything to do with the fact that you might want this to work like this?
That's what I thought in the beginning. You know, the first few days that I was on it, I thought, what's going on here? Is this happening or is it my imagination? And I don't believe that's the case, Kirby, especially after speaking to so many other people that are on it.
Sometimes royal jelly is mixed with other substances like ginseng for even extra energy. So what does it taste like? Well, it tastes a lot like honey.
There are many different brands of royal jelly on the market, and it comes in various forms. Some people may be allergic to products containing the substance, but Linda Williams still thinks royal jelly is worth flipping over.
I don't know if it's turning back the clock, but I feel like I wished I'd felt 20 years ago.
Oh. All right, right, and she's 44 years old, huh? She's spinning those cartwheels. Now, I brought you some royal jelly.
I was going to give you a hard time if you didn't actually give me some of this. This kind of looks scientific in this vial here.
I see you dragging on Fridays. I thought maybe you could use that.
How much is this stuff?
Well, Linda says that for a 1-month supply, it costs about $30. So that's about a cup of coffee per day, right, if you want to get that out of your system.
You know, we did this story tonight. We did the story on chromium picolinate last week.
Right,
I guess we should
aid.
possibly take a moment and tell folks, just because we do the story on the products doesn't mean that we're automatically endorsing them. We're just merely telling you that they're out there.
Exactly right. However, I would like to mention that I used to take royal jelly before my bicycle races many years ago, and they did result in, whoops, all of these. So, you know.
Is that right?
I don't know if it was the royal jelly or if I just thought it was working, but,
well, if you'll excuse me, I'll let you toss to the break.
You go right ahead. All right, more Louisville Tonight Live coming up. Woo!
He's casting his teen idol image aside and gearing up for the long haul. Monday, we'll take you to John Bon Jovi's Indianapolis concert to learn about life as a grown-up rocker. But up next, just because you can't cook doesn't mean your kids can't learn. The summer class that's turning out pint-sized chefs.
Transportation provided by Budget, featuring quality Chrysler products with airbag safety. Budget offers money-saving vacation rates and unlimited free mileage. Call today for reservations.
Step inside the dark recesses of the parole system for the first time ever. These criminals want to be released from prison early.
Me getting early parole is a privilege.
And I feel remorse for it.
But what do their victims think?
We really don't feel that justice has been served.
If there was some way to undo it, I would, but I can't undo it.
When opposing opinions collide, we catch the action on camera.
Court isn't quite ready to let you out today.
Should these prisoners be let out early? You decide. Justice Not Served, beginning Monday at 6 on Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11. It's here, the Great American Sales Event, and it just got better. Now save on everything in stock. Only your Ford dealer has 5 of the 10 best-selling cars and trucks in America, including the #1 selling F-150. Right now, put $0 down on a brand new F-150 and make only 23 payments on a 24-month lease. Down payment, $0. First month payment, $0. Security deposit, you pay $0. And every F-150 includes preferred carrot, no extra charge. Hurry into your local Ford dealer and drive home a new F-150 for $0 down. Now during the 2nd annual Great American Sales Event.
Now we go to Star Ford at Oxmoor.
Hello again, everyone. John Ramsey coming to you once again from Kentuckiana's #1 Star Ford. This, my friends, as you know, is a classic. It's a T-Bird. It's the 93 edition, and the color we like to call electric red. We have 20 of these at one low price, but before I tell you that low price, let me tell you it is loaded. Tilt, cruise, power windows, and locks. Now here's the price, $13,988. Come on out while selection is good. We're right next to Oxmoor Center, Star Ford at Oxmoor.
10:45? I've only got 10 minutes to play Pick 3.
Pick 3 from the Kentucky Lottery. It's got America's highest payout. It's easy to win up to $600 every day, and you can play for as little as 50 cents. So play today before it's
too late. Honey?
They're drawing the Pick 3 numbers.
And tonight's winner is 600.
Honey, wait, what?
Play Pick 3. Make this your lucky day.
July is jumping at Green Tree Toyota. Hello, I'm Jeff Weiler, inviting you to Green Tree Toyota's biggest sales event of the summer. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, over 300 new Toyotas and over 150 used cars at our lowest prices of the year. Save up to $5,000 on full-size pickups, up to $3,000 on Camrys, extra value option packages, lease specials, and financing as low as 6.5% make this the perfect time to buy a new Toyota. So get jumping to Green Tree Toyota, your one price better Toyota dealer, Highway 131, Clarksville.
Sun's going down. What a great time we're having.
It is a great time. We started out with that welcome back shot with a shot of the atrium behind us, or the lodge, I think they actually call it. A new addition here that's been out here, I guess close to a year or so, but a nice new addition out here at Captain's Quarters. You've been out here before, right?
A couple
before
times,
tonight.
Yeah.
I've been out here a handful of times in the almost 3 years we've lived here, and you've eaten, had the fish sandwich out here.
Haven't had the fish sandwich. I always work when I come out here.
I like that. That's one of my favorite items I have out here is the fish sandwich. And in fact, I hope before the evening's over, I will consume one.
And folks, I have no doubt he will consume a fish sandwich before the night is over.
More than likely.
Now, if you were at home, though, you would probably be cooking. You're quite a chef.
I do enjoy cooking. My wife does as well, but chances are I might be actually slaving away in the kitchen because I do think it's a lot of fun. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it.
I have to admit that Cheerios and milk are about the extent of my cooking ability. I wish I'd started as a kid, you know?
You brought in some interesting items before from your kitchen. Maybe had you started as a child, which is the perfect transition to toss it right over to our very own Jay McClue.
Thanks, John and Kirby. Our restaurant setting is appropriate for tonight's kids stuff. It involves food. Take a look at a class for Kentuckiana kids that's really cooking.
It may be summer outside, but these 9 to 15-year-olds don't seem to mind being inside, facing an instructor and classroom handouts.
The person who teaches us is really funny.
In the classroom, cooking expert Stephen Lee teaches like a cross between a televangelist and a talk show host.
I remember back when I went to school that the teachers that I think I learned most from were ones that I enjoyed being in the class with.
Classes at the Cookbook Cottage are a full meal deal. Today they're doing chicken. Another week it might be pasta, bread, even salad.
I learned how to make these cookies here, and everyone likes them, except for my sister, because she doesn't like cookies.
A lot of different dishes that I didn't know how to cook before, and a lot of different stuff with pasta. All I used to know how to do is cook spaghetti.
The classes aren't directed at turning your child into the next Julia child, but making him or her more comfortable and safer in the kitchen.
To teach a child how to bone a breast of chicken, I think is pretty neat, so at least they know where those chicken McNuggets come from.
Lee says his young students are often the children of the lost generation of cooks, baby boomers who, because of life experience and career tracks, not only don't cook, they don't know how to. He says it often doesn't take long for these kids' kitchen skills to surpass many adults.
Especially our basic training class. This class might be sometimes a little more advanced than our basic training class.
In the fall, Lee hopes to create a combined parent and child class. In the meantime, he says parental encouragement is an important part of the recipe for success for kids in the kitchen.
I think parents should allow their children to be more adventurous in the kitchen. And that doesn't mean opening a healthy choice meal and throwing it in the microwave.
So, Jane, any great cooks from your hometown?
No, as a matter of fact, if you're using my own cooking abilities as any example, there never will be.
You and I are in about the same league as far as cooking goes, I'm afraid.
But there are actually a lot of other good things that you can say about my hometown, which is Hanover, Indiana.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
Well, it's a home of a wonderful college, Hanover College.
All right, well, my hometown, let's see. Teddy Roosevelt slept in a house just down the street from mine, which I liked a lot, and then Babyface Nelson, who was a gangster, was actually shot where the McDonald's is. That's a little bit of trivia about both of our hometowns. We want to know about your hometowns. We found a woman here who's actually from New York. Carla, what's happened in tell us what your hometown is and what happened there.
Okay, my hometown is Jamestown, New York, and that's where Lucille Ball was born and raised.
Hey, what do you know? Jane, so tell us a little bit about My Hometown series that we're going to start in August.
There's a point to all this. We know that all hometowns have something special, maybe something that no one knows anything about. We want to know something about your hometown.
So all you have to do is give us a call at the station. The phone number is 582-7754. Let us know your name, your phone number, and your address, and also tell us a little bit about your hometown, and we'll give you a call back real soon.
And we should make a point, though we gave you an example from New York, we do want hometowns in our viewing area.
Right,
so
we have to be able to drive there.
Right, if you're watching at home on your TV, then you're in the game with that.
All right.
And there'll be more Louisville Tonight Live after this.
She's proof positive that diamonds really are a girl's best friend. Up next on Louisville Tonight Live, we'll run the bases with Redbird's Mary Barney.
If you could live inside someone suffering from depression, you'd understand the sadness.
What's wrong with me?
The complete exhaustion.
Just so tired.
The loneliness.
No one understands.
And you'd know that inside,
I can't take any more.
she's desperately crying for help. Take steps now to help someone with an emotional problem. Call Charter Hospital. Outpatient services are available. If you don't get help at Charter, please get help somewhere.
Now we go to Star Ford at Oxmoor.
A gorgeous day for a convertible. Kentuckiana's #1 Star Ford at Oxmoor. And as you can see, this is a 92 Mustang convertible LX. It is completely loaded, power windows, power locks. We have 25 at one low price, and you're not going to believe the price. Now, it was a great deal when it was $11,788. It was even a better deal when it was $11,588. But this week at Star Ford, $11,288. Come on out while selection is good. I see Oxmoor Center. I want to see you at Star Ford.
Winn-Dixie and Nature present Harvest Fresh Produce. makes the produce. Winn-Dixie makes the difference.
Which way to Smith Street?
Oh, that's easy. Turn left, then go around the park, past the school. Now you should see the bridge.
People come into VP for many different reasons, so it's important to know whatever your reason, we'll always do everything we can to quickly get you where you're going,
Take a left, and this is Smith Street.
wherever you're going.
Could you tell me how to get to New York?
VP, on the move.
Now we go to Oxmoor Toyota.
Hi, Wade Perky at Oxmoor Toyota with the July's Jump and Summer Clearance sales going on right now. Oxmoor Toyota's made a special purchase of 92 Celicas, and they're gorgeous and priced exactly right. The STs at $12,995 and the GTs at $14,995. Now, they all have automatic air conditioning, power locks, and windows, and the remainder of the factory warranty. There are over 20 to choose from. They all have under 10,000 miles. See them tonight or this weekend at Oxmoor Toyota, the summer clearance sale.
Does plastic surgery change more than looks?
It made me a lot more confident.
Find out why two teenagers decided to go under the knife. Plus, what lengths will people go to change their appearance?
Nose, ears, the eye, all the wrinkles taken out.
Meet plastic surgery junkies.
When it first starts to show, then I get something done about it.
And see how plastic surgery has altered the lives of those who were born with birth defects.
And really changed the way my whole face looks.
Watch About Face, starting Wednesday on Louisville Tonight Live.
And we are back here on Louisville Tonight live from Captain's Quarters here on the banks of the Ohio. And while we're doing an all-remote, on-location show tonight, the Louisville Redbirds are also on the road. They're up in Des Moines playing this evening. Of course, with the Redbirds, it is 9 men who take care of business on the field. But when it comes to taking care of business off the field, that falls on the shoulders of a woman. Yes, when it comes to ruling the roost in the Redbirds organization, part of that responsibility is up to a lady named Mary Barney. Here's Roseanne with the story.
Mr. Dozier, is he here? Where is he? Standing out there?
It's not often you see a woman on the baseball field, but for Mary Barney, it's part of her job. She's the Director of Operations for the Louisville Redbirds, an important position that is usually filled by a man. So what exactly does she do?
From uniforms, equipment, to travel, to helping them maybe find an apartment here in the city.
It's a demanding job that is very important to running a successful ball club.
In order to do this kind of a job, or even work for a professional baseball company, or probably professional football or basketball, whatever it is, I think you have to love the sport.
But like all the players, Mary had to pay her dues. 12 years ago, she started out as a receptionist and worked her way up to general secretary. Then in 1987, the Redbirds organization promoted her to Director of Operations. It was a major step for a minor league team to let a woman in on the action, but they hit a home run with Mary.
I think the players, in a way, like it. I'm old enough probably to be most of their mothers, and a lot of them do call me Mom.
Mary has discovered that in the world of baseball, being a woman isn't a strike against you, it's an advantage.
We have Tuesday and Wednesday off, right?
Right.
I'm going to be in Wednesday because I pick up my wife on Tuesday.
Okay. Some of them may have a problem here or there, and maybe it is easier to talk to a woman.
For Mary, playing second mom to the Redbirds isn't easy, especially on the day when she has to let them go.
I'm terribly proud of them when they go up, and watched one of them pitch last night, his first game in the major leagues, Alan Watson. He won the game.
Mary Barney may be a woman working in a man's world, but the Louisville Redbirds wouldn't have it any other way, and neither would she.
No boy leaves this club, whether he's released, he goes down or he goes up. If he has to come and see me, if we're home, they always leave. They get a hug and a kiss from me first.
Yes, it's wonders what a hug and a kiss can do sometimes, isn't it, folks? Obviously, Mary has proved herself on and off the field. In fact, she is the only woman to ever receive what is called the George T. Trotman Award for Outstanding Service to Baseball by the National Association of Baseball Leagues. Or would that be the American Association of Baseball Leagues? No, it's the National League. So, Mary, congratulations. We're going to take a break. No, we're not going to take a break. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to toss it over to my buddy Lee.
Thank you very much, John. You can take that break because I'm over here by the band just taking a little break with this music. And it's the appropriate place to introduce this next performer. The 26-year-old dancer, rapper, singer Freedom Williams made his mark on the music scene in 1991 with CNC Music Factory, the great dance band we all heard about. Well, he's on his own now with his first solo effort, and it's appropriately entitled Freedom.
I have one goal, and that is to be the biggest pop star in the world. I'm not really concerned with being mediocre. I'm not really concerned. I want to be the best.
And Freedom Williams is hoping his debut album, Freedom, with all songs written by the man himself, will help catapult him to that position.
The music of this record is very melodic. It's very different. It's not, I don't know if it'll sell, and I always say if we sell records, God bless. But it's definitely a rap album that you've never heard before.
I did it before, and I'ma do it once more, or I'll die on the dance floor.
Williams feels like all eyes are on him after the breakup of CNC Music Factory, the chart-topping, award-winning dance group formed in 1990.
It was easy to break from them because I was ready as an individual. My heart was ready. It wasn't like, you know, it's like in a relationship with a girl or a guy, and you just know it's time. So it's not that difficult because you go, look, let's be real about this. I mean, you don't like me, I don't like you no more. So, you know, you do what you have to do.
Freedom is single, has a girlfriend, and calls New York home. If there's one thing he has, it's integrity. That, coupled with his belief in himself, helps him to triumph in this competitive business.
America, they get over you like this. If they see you and you're hot, cool, he's hot, hey, he's fly. Your next record comes out, he's like, bye. So you've got to be constantly like, boom, boom, I'm back, boom, I'm back.
He's back in the music business and venturing into acting, starring in Emily's Dance, an episode of Showtime's Red Shoe Diaries. But that isn't his first love.
What are you doing here?
I'm out of clean underwear. I'd rather be on stage with 10 dancers than be on a scene with 10 of the best actors. I just enjoy dancing. There's nothing like, you know, spinning and falling on my knees. Wow, there's nothing like it.
It's dancing that helps him keep in shape. His theory is that if the outside looks good, the inside feels good. Armed with his new album, he's hoping to beat dancing his way up the music charts. Now, dancing keeps me in shape, too. I love to dance. But if you want to see Get Freedom's album, Freedom's record, it is currently in record stores right now, and it's entitled Freedom. So with that, I'm going to be free over here by the band and pitch it back to you, Johnny Kirby.
All right, you know, I've always kind of liked Freedom Williams. You know, he's kind of a cool guy.
A self-titled album, I guess you would call that, being Freedom being the name
What if
of
his
it.
mother gave him that name?
Probably so.
Yeah, it's a neat name.
Did we mention that it's Dishman and Ballard Band that is playing here tonight at Captain's Quarters? And they sound pretty good. They did a Jimmy Buffett tune.
Very nice.
To be
You were going to
expected.
sing with them tonight, weren't you? At
I
some
was.
point?
Well, actually, I feel
After
more
the
like...
fish sandwich, right?
I feel like more like Tony Orlando with this particular microphone we've got tonight.
I like these microphones
It
quite
is
a
nice.
bit.
Hey, we have a little bit of a surprise to kind of end the program tonight.
Do we
This
really?
is not the end of the show, obviously, but did you know we're going to take off on a nice happening speed, not a speedboat, I don't know what you call it.
I did
luxury
not
boat.
know that, John.
Joe, take a shot down the way here, down the sidewalk.
Wow,
and,
that big one?
Not that big one going by. That is big, but it's the nice, sleek-looking job. That's a Sea Ray. I don't know if it's a, you call that a scarab or whatever you would, but that's going to be our little chariot to ride off into the sunset tonight as we bid everybody adieu from Captain's Quarters, but that's coming up a little bit later on. That's
Yeah.
at the end of the show. We got lots more to go, right?
We absolutely do. Let's take a quick look, however, at what's coming up later tonight on WHAS.
At Value Market.
Van Camp pork and beans, 29 cents. Iron Kids bread, 69 cents. Dean's 100% pure orange juice, $1.89. Campbell's tomato soup, 25 cents. Farm Fresh Grade A whole fryers, 48 cents a pound. Barks Red Cream or Root Beer, Mellow Yellow, Mr. Pibb, or Sprite 6-pack, $1.17.
Get Value Market. You've got savings in the bag.
Now we go to Oxmoor Toyota.
Hi, Wayne Perky at Oxmoor Toyota with July's Jump and Summer Clearance sales going on right now. Oxmoor Toyota is your program car headquarters. For example, 92 Nissan XEs, 8688. 92 Corolla DXs, 9988. 93 Corolla DXs, 11588. And 93 Camry LEs, 14688. You'll find them all stacked to the back at warehouse prices. Program Car Headquarters, Oxmoor Toyota.
93 octane BP Super. Since we've introduced it, it's attracted a lot of attention. It's BP's best choice in quality gasolines. Only BP Super has 93 octane, the highest level of engine cleaning power. Plus an unconditional fuel system guarantee. No other gasoline gives you all this. Any wonder it's created such a following? BP, on the move.
Furniture shoppers, hold on to your hats because the big one is here. The 18-hour price quick sale at Value City Furniture. This fabulous new Southwestern look sofa, not $600, not even $400, now only $348. Four-piece jade or granite finish bedroom dresser, mirror, headboard, and chest, not $700. Your choice, now $498. Five-piece country dinette, $169. Three-piece all-wood oak finish table set, $149. Recliners, your choice, now only $98. We're shaking up prices store-wide during the 18-hour price quick sale now at Value City Furniture.
IP&L wants to charge customers $900 million for their hostile takeover of PSI. The Citizens Action Coalition, Indiana's largest consumer group, calls this scheme a ticking time bomb that will blow up on consumers. To stop it, call 1-800-955-3839. But do it now. Time is running out.
As promised, a little sleek chariot to take us off into the sunset tonight to wrap up another week of Louisville Tonight Live.
But before we go, let's take a look at what's coming up on Louisville Tonight Live on Monday night. Heat and humidity wreaking havoc on your hair? It doesn't have to. Tune in as area experts reveal their favorite no-scissor solution in fashion.
Plus, Roseanne's in Indianapolis with John Bon Jovi as we speak. Has fatherhood changed this teen rock idol? She'll have a complete report.
There.
And that wraps it up. Are you ready?
What a night, eh?
Lee, you sound a little nervous back here.
I'm a little shaky on this, but I think I'll make it. Just stay
We
stay
have life
close.
preservers. We'll see you all on Monday, everybody.
You're a good swimmer, right?
Yeah, I can do the dog paddle. I can do that.
All right, let's have a seat.
Sit down.
Oh, thank you so much.
Can I sit up here in the front?
Get 4 hours of the latest news, feature stories, sports, and weather on WHAS 11 Saturday morning, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Now, stay tuned as peer pressure forces Laura to walk on the wild side at a male strip joint. Join the fun on Family Matters, coming up next on WHAS 11.
Kirby, Jane, and Roseanne's wardrobes provided by Shays on Chenoweth Lane. Wardrobes for John O'Connor and Lee Thomas by Harry Levinson's Clothing, River Falls Mall, Clarksville.
Transportation provided by Budget Rent-A-Car, featuring the luxurious Lincoln Town Car with money-saving vacation rates and unlimited free mileage. The smart money's on Budget.
Dispel all thoughts about morning news.
I can't wait to see this.
Good morning, Kentuckiana. Finally, something to get up for. Barry Burnson.
Wow.
Rachel Platt.
It's your fantasy come true, huh?
Ken Schultz.
Answer the phone.
Get all the news, weather, and information you need and have some fun, too.
It's a lot of fun.
Isn't it, Ken? Indeed, it sure is.
Good morning, Kentuckiana. Weekday mornings at 6 only on Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11.
And you can tell everybody this is your song.
The new Light 106.9.
Turn it on.
Now, White Cloud is Charmin Ultra.
Oh, Mr. Cloud, I can't find my White Cloud anywhere.
That's because I've replaced it with new Charmin Ultra.
Why?
I teamed up with Charmin to make something even better.
Oh, it can't get better than White Cloud.
Feel.
Soft as White Cloud, and even thicker. It is better than White Cloud. I never thought I would say that.
White Cloud is now new Charmin Ultra. Everything you love about White Cloud.
Only better.
Everybody has their own idea of value. At Chevrolet, this is ours.
The Chevy S10 Tahoe. It's a rock-solid value with standard rear-wheel anti-lock brakes, air conditioning, AM/FM stereo with cassette, and a powerful V6 engine for less than the price of a 4-cylinder Ford Ranger XLT. Right now with Blackout Package, it's yours for under 10 grand. See the Chevy S10 Tahoe at your Kentuckiana Chevy Geo dealers today.
It's here! It's Circuit City's inventory clearance. Save now on floor samples, closeouts, and more. We're clearing out video. Camcorders start at $488. Get this GE 20-inch TV, just $194.97. We're clearing out audio. Get this RCA CD changer, now $147.97. We're clearing out our inventory. Get this Frigidaire, just $399.97.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state-of-the-art.
It's McDonald's new Daily Double Burger. It's the great taste of 2 all-beef patties, cheese, lettuce, tomato, onions, and mayo. And it's delicious. Add small fries and a small Coke and get the Daily Double Combo, all for only $1.89. McDonald's new Daily Double Combo, only $1.89. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Good morning, Kentuckiana. Weekday mornings at 6 on WHAS 11.